Having a beautiful moment upstairs.
Jib's like,
Oh, I remember that. That was really good. Yeah, the same. Yeah. Okay.
Real quick. See if he knows what they are.
All right. Well, last Rundar saw him, he was in the gold lanes. If you wish to go there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gold lanes real quick. Anybody want to go to the gold lanes?
Are we
Hey,
planning
I'm
on
gonna-
doing anything?
Yeah, I'll go with you to the Golden Lanes.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
After that, I'm gonna go to the Bloody Lodge.
Imperial agrees that going to the Hunter's Lodge is probably a good idea at some point.
Yeah.
All right.
Bomb wants to ask Grumblebark where he wants to go.
All right. Well, Grombark is still in the stable, and he is cuddled up on a very large mound of hay that he has resting his head on. And he says, Grumblebark's sleepy. Grumblebark just want to sleep today.
You don't want to go to the Museum of Art?
Grumblebark lifts his head up and goes, Will there be riddles there?
Will there be riddles?
Oh, most assuredly.
Maybe Grumblebark try it out.
Then I'm gonna jump on his shoulders and we're gonna go to the art museum.
Okay.
This again?
So is everyone going to see Duncan, except for Bomb and Grumblebark?
Wait, are we going to the Golden Streams or whatever it was?
Gold Lanes to see Duncan.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Golden
We don't. Oh, we don't have
Streams,
a
huh?
portrait for him. Okay.
Yeah, I heard it's owned by R. Kelly, or we can make up something like R. Kelly. Anyway,
you know,
bad humor.
I'll convince Grumblebark to at least make this stop with everybody at Duncan.
All right. Well, before you guys,
Because he's heard so much about him.
of course, I'm sure. I don't think Bomb has met Duncan yet.
Nope. Which is why it's probably a good idea if I actually go.
That makes sense. Well, you guys make your way through the streets. It's early morning, so they're a little bit less busy than they were before. You notice through some streets that it seems like there's a number of people being let back into the inner ring. And there seems to be, quite a bit of some crowds there, a lot of rich people eager to get back to their homes.
Oh, poor Sulfur.
Yes. And you guys make your way through to the Golden Lanes, which, when Rundar was here last, he noticed that there was quite a bit of destruction and chaos wreaked by the elemental kind of escape. However, it seems like things are more or less back in working order, and these several streets are filled with several very busy and many very colorful stalls and stores. Everyone's selling their wares and trying to make a profit. Even though it's early in the morning, it's still pretty crowded. And above many of the eccentrically colored tents and tarps, you do see the large steampunk cart of Duncan swords with a newly looking repaired sign. And if you make your way over to him, you will find that he is seems to be
no man. How's he
setting
going?
up a bit of a small little blacksmith outside of the main cart, which you will notice has sort of periodic little pulses
Crane,
of
you're
light
so
and
sweet. How
the
are you,
buzzing
Graham?
sound of electricity
How's your
coming
Saturday?
from within. He doesn't notice you as he's setting up.
Hey, have we already given him some of these bolt crystals, or did he just tell us he needed 10?
He mentioned that he needed 10 to get this lightning harnessed, but Rundar hasn't given him any yet, and Rundar has his own plans for his bolt crystal.
I'm gonna approach and say, "Hello, Duncan."
He loudly drops an anvil that he was carrying,
Oh my gosh.
which kind of causes everyone nearby to kind of turn and look for a second. He seems to be not really care about the noise he made. He looks towards you and says, "Ah, nice to see you again. I figured you were here, saw Rundar the other day."
Yep, we're just always in the same place. So convenient.
So
Funny how that
convenient.
works out.
Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to plop down my bag full of random. Let's see, what does my inventory actually call it? Nope, hold on.
Make me a gun.
She doesn't know what a gun is. I found this in some barrels. These mechanical components. Do you know what they are? Could they be assembled in some fashion that is familiar to you, by chance?
Give me a minute to look at these. And he kind of begins laying them all out. He kind of uses his very large anvil that he's got as sort of like a little small table. He lays out some of the parts to try and get a better look at them. And as he strokes his large beard, and he goes, these almost seem like they are part of, I don't know if you're familiar, it's pirates, I think, use some rudimentary versions of them, but there's this new device, it's called a gun.
Gun. Ooh, that sounds...
It's like a very small cannon, that handheld one.
amazing. Do you know how to put it together?
I probably could, if I have some of my tools here, but I don't know, it feels like there's also some missing pieces, like they're supposed to hold something more.
Like
A
projectiles?
projectile, perhaps?
Small projectiles?
No, it looks like a gun, but it's something not quite... there's no room for ammunition like there typically would be. It almost seems like it's supposed to be filled with something.
Like...
Hot glue.
What's that?
Oh, like,
You'll know someday, young man.
Oh, he says... Then he also kind of cocks his head and says, "Who are you? I'm sorry, that was rude."
Oh, I'm Bon Bombadil. It's so very nice to meet you.
Honest.
Let Let me tell you a story.
I just like hurriedly put my hands over his mouth and go, no, no, no. Are you?
Duncan just raises an eyebrow and says, "Haha, a new member of the crew."
You know what? Hey, Bomb.
Mhm.
I heard that lady right over there, and I'm just gonna point to a random shopkeeper. She was just talking about how she really wanted to hear a love song.
Well, have I got one for her? I'm gonna pull out my
Cran.
loot and I'm gonna just walk after that lady.
How are you, Cran?
The lady is kind of an older lady. She has like what appears to be just tanned skin with kind of an orangey tint, but as you get closer, you see 2 horns on her head. Appears she is a tiefling
Oh,
carrying her wares, and as you approach, she is apprehensive at first. But if you want to make a performance check, we can determine how much she likes your song.
do we have to? Come on, Sam.
Yes,
We
yes,
do
we
have
do.
to, because it is more entertaining if we do.
Because one day you're gonna fail.
And when
please,
I fail,
please
I'm still gonna
be
roll
today.
13.
Please be today.
Performance. Wow, 15.
She likes the song. She was not really looking forward to hearing it, but once you start singing it, she doesn't mind hearing it as she sets up her stall to begin selling for the day.
I'm gonna be making like eye contact with her and like, making sure that she feels the rhythm of the song.
This is just for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really
I mean, not that the song is just for her, but the performance is just for her.
Right, right.
Wow.
right.
Right. All right. And
Good. I'm
the rest of you, back
glad.
with Duncan.
Did you play Fortnite or anything today?
I just
Uh,
go, okay, anyway, filled with what?
well, I don't really know what it would be filled with. Perhaps it seems like the trigger is meant to trigger some sort of reaction. Perhaps some sort of something magical. I don't know.
I am a wizard. Feel like maybe I should be more aware of what that would be, but I don't know what a gun is, so okay.
Gun wand.
Something magical? What do I have?
I'm not sure anyone would have it. Where, if I may ask, where did you come by these?
Oh, there was a caravan in the desert that everybody in them got just eaten by hyenas. And what are those things called?
Knolls.
Knolls.
Oh, I totally
And
forgot
I
that
found
happened.
them hidden in
Hate
a
those
secret
things.
compartment in a barrel in the caravan wagon.
Well, seems like they mattered to somebody. If they were in a secret compartment, probably some sort of secret shipment. Honestly, with this being some sort of mechanical and magical device, my guess would be an artificer probably wanted to make use of them.
Oh.
I might check out the wizard tower in the inner ring if you
Mm.
are looking for whoever was intending to receive these.
Very helpful. Thank you, Duncan. And I sweep them all back into my little bag.
Says, my pleasure. Always happy to look at some interesting new technology. As you can, I'm quite the fan of it. I don't know if your friend told you, but I do need some bolt crystals. I could make you something pretty fancy if I'd have some.
Well, I have one. I'll bring you more if I find them. Does one help?
Not a whole lot.
Okay. Well,
Once you've got 10, come back to me, and I'll see what I can do.
will do. Thanks, Duncan.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be like,
I think he's muted. You're muted.
oh,
Yeah,
excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna make my way back over. I'm gonna like wipe my brow, like out of breath. Like, just gave the performance of a lifetime, but she really did not like me.
I can't imagine why. And then...
Anyways, where was I? And I'm gonna turn to Duncan and start talking about Silverberry.
And I'm gonna
Duncan-
say, off to the lodge.
Here we go.
Take Jib and Arya's hand and walk out.
And
Hi,
since you're
baby.
short, I'm kind of just like bent over a little bit.
Oh, those two lovebirds.
Duncan just raises an eyebrow and goes, "Oh, has things?
Oh,
You know what? I
God.
don't need to know."
Speaking of lovebirds, Duncan, let me tell you about Silverberry.
And I'm just gonna
Oh,
yell,
boy.
Bob, we're leaving!
I'm not even gonna pay
who's
attention.
the lovebirds?
Who knows? Not me. It's you.
I was referring to Cressy and Jipinaria.
Okay.
Can't we all just be lovebirds? Can't we all just get along?
That's like a very good
Because if someone insinuates that it was to Cressy and Carriel, she's going to be like, what? First,
No,
people are insinuating I'm with Silver. Now they're insinuating I'm
Actually,
with the
that's
Cressy?
a very good point. As Cressy takes my hand, I'm gonna look back at Carriel like, oh my gosh, is this okay? Like,
Are you okay with this?
are you okay with this?
Carriel is going to be completely oblivious.
I just
And
want
I'm-
Carriel to say,
She's
like,
going
you know
to
what?
be confused at the look.
I'm more into Leonin. I'm not a dwarf kind of girl. I'm a Leonin kind of.
But I'm like thinking to myself, like, oh, she's in denial. Oh my gosh. So complicated.
Hold on. I want Carriel to think the exact opposite. Like, it's just a perceived love triangle. Like, Jim
No one's
thinks that
actually
it's.
doing it.
Yeah, nobody's actually doing anything.
We all just think everyone's.
Oh my god.
Okay. Alright, going to this bloody lodge.
And then,
Sweat Lodge.
No,
uh,
it's bloody lodge.
and Solara, do you wish to do anything with Duncan while you're there?
Not at the moment. I don't have anything at the moment for him.
All right. Well, you do notice as the rest of them are leaving that Rogier goes up to Duncan, and seems to be asking about something.
I hang back and just watch. I don't approach. I just hang back with him and watch.
You see that Rogier holds out his hand, and Duncan takes a few measurements before Rogier returns to you.
Was Bomb privy to this conversation, considering that Regier cut him off in order to have the conversation?
Okay. How long are you continuing to regale?
Oh, as long as he'll listen.
Well, he's not really paying much attention, but he is
Doesn't matter.
letting you speak. Okay. In that case, Bomb, as you are speaking to Duncan, Rogier comes up behind you, his very large shadow kind of coming over you. And
Oh. Hello. You're a large fellow, aren't you?
he just kind of looks at himself and then says, "I guess so." Figured you'd be used to that. And he gestures to Grumblebark.
Oh, I barely even. Do I know you?
Well, I've been here with you for the past few days. I am with the group, traveling
Oh.
together.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, I am Bomb Tombadil. It is nice to meet you. And
Oh, yep. He shakes your hand.
yeah, good sir. Okay.
Says, I know you two were having a conversation, but if you don't mind, if I could speak to Duncan real quick.
Sure. I'm just gonna take one step back. I'm gonna be right in their faces, but I'm
Rogier seems a little bit uncertain, but nevertheless, you hear him. He speaks with Duncan about potentially creating some sort of gauntlet weapon so that he can assist a little bit more in combat and also still use his fists, which is what he's best with.
Oh, what a wonderful idea!
Duncan takes some measurements of his hand, and Rogier nods and then kind of says he apologizes to you for interrupting very
No,
politely.
not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Anyways, what I was saying, she
And
loves the wind.
Yeah. And Duncan just nods and just sort of nods along.
Once again, as I'm walking away, I'm yelling.
And
You're not
Rogier
waiting on me.
turns-
I'm going to the art museum with Grumblebark.
Okay, never mind then. Bye.
And Rogier returns to Solara, who is waiting back a little bit.
Everything okay, Rogier?
I feel like I haven't really been helping out maybe as much as I should, and I wanted to talk with Duncan about maybe getting some weapons I could use to at least assist in combat a little bit more.
You help lots already, but if you want to help more, that's okay.
Well, I always want to be able to do more.
You
Time we thought he died.
don't even go there.
Remember the time we thought our camel died?
No.
Remember the time Silver actually died?
It's been a lot of death.
Fond memory.
It's a fond memory for me, not for Cariol, but for me.
Gotta love breath weapon. Oh, I killed my
Okay.
first player too.
Really?
Mm,
And yeah, there's a blue dragon in Curse of Strahd.
my
Anyway,
first player kill was a rogue who decided he was going to steal from a mage that I made abundantly clear was very, very scary.
mm-hmm.
Instead of trying to confront the mage with the party, he goes off on a thieving mission to take the MacGuffin that they had in that particular game from this mage.
Seems like a
Manages
common
to get
thread
it.
between.
Go ahead.
I was going to say it seems like a common thread between rogues and doing things they're not supposed to do.
On their own, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Very often.
By themselves, in particular. It was a level 17 Sork that they were fighting. These were like level 15, so I mean, the group of them could have taken this Sork. But anyway, he was a demon and had the MacGuffin. So he steals the MacGuffin and is running from the guy, and the guy uses fly, so flies up in the air and is looking for him, and finds him, and then casts Disintegrate on him twice and killed him.
Oof.
Yeesh.
Turned
do
him to
it.
fucking
Disintegrate.
dust in the middle of the fucking road.
Game over.
Oof. That's a
And I
rough
was
one.
like, I don't know why you did that, but
But
okay.
I have no choice but to
But
disintegrate.
no, I
you.
have to kill you.
There are consequences.
Oh,
Are
what I was gonna
consequences.
say, to Roger, Solara's like, do you need
Mhm.
assistance in paying for it?
Oh, you know, I'll find the money. I've been picking up coins here and there as we've been traveling around.
I can help you, just need to ask.
I know, but I don't want to burden you.
Alright, let's catch up.
Aw.
Alright, let's catch up with the group.
All right, and you guys catch up with the group. And Bomb, I assume you will eventually go with Grumblebark to the art museum.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how you're catching up with the group, and because of everybody having their conversations and stuff, the group is just me and Tecrusy awkwardly holding hands while I look back at Cariol and like concerned.
The group.
Cariol's
Silver and
following.
Rundar are there too. They're just not.
Oh,
present.
that's
Also,
Okay.
And Gleorp is there.
Okay.
While walking up, I'm just gonna whisper to Roger, talking about the look that Jibinaria is giving Cariol while holding Tecrusy's hand. Be like, you know anything about that?
Jealous.
Rogier kind of like strokes his beard a little bit and goes, you know, I always thought maybe.
There's just non-stop speculation on who Cariol's hooking up with. It's amazing.
And
And she's gonna deny every single one, and nobody's
And
gonna
it's,
believe
the
her.
more she denies it, the worse it's gonna get.
Seeing as I had Cariol in my room, I'm gonna look at Jibinaria and I'm gonna do like a childlike gesture of up, and probably sit on her shoulders, and then I'm gonna just start like braiding her hair like a dwarven beard.
Yeah, it's very romantic.
I mean, for dwarves it could be, yeah.
I have no idea. That should really clarify things for everybody. I'm just, yeah, just okay, sure.
Yeah.
We're buddies. We're buddies at this point, you know.
Cariol just rolls her eyes.
That's my dwarf.
I'm just avoiding eye contact.
Yeah. She feels shameful.
I'm gonna have to talk to her later. I'm just gonna have to let her know it's not what it looks like.
I want
You're-
Carol to go up to Jib later, and it's like, look, I'm proud of you guys. I'm so happy for you.
Brave. Like, no, you, Silver and Decressy are brave. Like,
Everyone just keeps passing it around. No, you!
okay.
Gleerp looks up at Cariel and says, I feel like there's things happening in this group that I really don't understand.
Ariel just nods. You and I both.
I hear that comment and I'm just like, oh, no.
She does know.
Ariel pauses for a second. Wait, what are you talking about?
And nothing.
No.
Not my
She's
business.
talking to Gleorp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. she's rolling her eyes at Tecrusy on your shoulders, and then Gleorp makes a comment. She's like, I don't fucking know either. Wait a minute, what are you talking about?
Well, in the swamp, sometimes there are these creatures that would use like pheromones. And I feel like when they would do that, they start giving each other these weird looks. And I never really understood it. And I feel like it's happening again. And I'm very confused. I don't think you guys have pheromones. Right?
Carriel
one of you, like,
shrugs.
is-
I don't know. I don't think so.
And he scratches his slimy little head. He goes, well, there's a lot of things I don't understand.
Ariel just says, me too. Me too, Gleorp.
Big world, a lot of smells.
And eventually, you guys make your way down the road and find what appears to be a very large lodge that appears to be built from a beautiful red wood. Like, it looks like almost like this huge, massive log cabin made out of this dark red wood. As you grow closer
makes
to
sense.
it becomes evident that what you're seeing is not actually wood, but actually intricately and impressively carved red stone that is carved to look like wood.
Can I call out bullshit real quick?
Yeah.
I only want to say
You
that
may.
not because of what you said, Sam, but remember when, like, a year ago when we were playing and Jib and Arya's like, can you explain this woodwork to me? What are the intricate designs in this stone or in this
I
wood?
hear
What
all.
happened to that?
You
Where
know, that's
are
a really
we?
good point. I would like to walk up to the wood, to the stone, and I would
Mhm.
like to investigate it most closely because I am very interested in the working of this stone. Okay.
Please make that roll then. Make an
I
investigation.
absolutely
It's-
will.
It's wood. You're working the wood.
Oh my gosh, I know so much about this.
Well, this stone, as you've noticed probably being used elsewhere, is a sort of red stone that is particularly bright and deep red, and is used very frequently here in Red Ring, both for the wall itself and for other buildings, and is mined from Ramuhita, the desert itself. It's very rare, it's very strong, and it's very capable of being sculpted and carved, but it's also challenging as it is quite strong and tough. So to be able to do it well is very much a show of talent. And whoever sculpted this, or carved, I should say, the walls of this lodge, is absolutely showing off with their ability to recreate the look of dark red wood with this stone.
I'm just gonna go. Wow. Gonna pat the wall. Incredible. All right. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. And as you enter, you find inside actual plank wood flooring and very large, kind of open room. Despite that, it is filled quite heavily with several tables, many trophies of slain monsters. Heads are mounted on the wall, beasts are stuffed and standing throughout the room. You see several cases along the walls filled with claws, fangs, eyes. There's also a large desk towards the back next to a board filled with what appears to be different sort of bounties posted on it. There is a woman behind the desk, and there's a few hunters appears sitting at the tables, drinking a little bit, talking a bit, kind of minding their own business. And yeah, that is what you find inside. It's warm inside. There's actually two